Hi, I'm Radhika and I'm going to be telling you about my research at the University of Alberta. Diffractometry is a technique used in a multitude of applications, like the structure of proteins, to in material science, mineralogy, and geology to identify crystal structures. In our project, we are looking at X-ray diffraction in the context of high-performance batteries. X-ray diffraction, or XRD, is a technique that helps scientists understand the arrangement of atoms or molecules in a material. It is the process of shining X-rays onto a cell and seeing how the cell's X-rays scatter as a function of the scattering angle. This scattering of X-rays creates a pattern called the diffraction pattern. We carefully measure this diffraction pattern to learn about the structure of the material and the phases present. By understanding the structure of materials, scientists can design new materials with specific properties, develop better materials for batteries with higher performance and efficiency. XRD is a very powerful technique that can generate a lot of useful information. But the problem we face is that XRD generates a lot of data, like a whole lot of data. One XRD run can generate about 200 files or more than 6,000 data points, which leads to a huge bottleneck when it comes to data processing. This data is very tedious and time consuming to process manually, which is the status quo. That's where my project comes in. We are trying to automate the processing of this data. If successfully automated, this will save days of time for scientists looking to identify new materials for high performance batteries and thus be of great benefit. The entire data collected from an XRD run can be represented in the form of a heat map, like the one shown here. The heat map consists of a series of horizontal lines that correspond to the scattering angle. The scattering intensity is shown with color variations. Subsequent scans are stacked vertically. Since every run gives hundreds of individual scans, a heat map is an efficient way to visualize how the peaks shift and move across different scans. We take the peaks in such plots and compare them to the observed peaks in a crystal structure to predict which electrochemical phases exist. Software like Topaz can be used to carry out the comparison function and the fitting of graphs once the peaks are known, but the peaks have to be inputted to the software and detected manually by eye. Our project has an algorithm that does the following functions. Trim out the data that is useful across all scans and make a heat map for visualization. A unique algorithm to detect the peaks in order to feed input to the software, which here is Topaz. Iterating with Topaz to fit all the scans automatically by converting the output files to the next input file, and an algorithm to group relevant peaks together so that they can be studied to see how the electrochemical phases change over time. So this slide shows a heat map. Any horizontal line on this heat map corresponds to this intensity versus scattering angle graph shown here on the bottom left. And after applying our algorithm, we can find all the peaks and get the difference between the calculated fit and the original XRD pattern as shown on the right here. So in summary, we are trying to resolve the bottleneck present in the data processing to significantly reduce the time and manual effort required for indexing electrochemical phases with the help of automation. Thank you.